Hello, Tube. When people say, why don't aliens visit us? What they're not taking into account is that if you was able to travel a couple of 100 years into the past, would you openly reveal yourself to them people? Say we went back to the 17th, 16th century, would you openly reveal yourself to them people? You probably wouldn't, because you'd probably get tied up on a stake and burnt alive. Either for being gay, either for being feminine, either for being black, either for being Asian, either for being Chinese, or... You see where I'm going with it? People say that, you know, aliens are real and this, that and the other. And there's actually quite a lot of evidence to suggest that aliens are real. But why don't they reveal themselves to us? But the thing is, there must be hundreds of years ahead of us, because they've got the technology to visit us, but we haven't got the technology to visit them. So there must be a couple of 100 years in front of us. Or else, how would they be able to travel? How would they be able to travel here and we can't travel to them? So it makes sense. So it makes sense that they must be a couple of 100 years in front of us. Yeah. I think in the same way we wouldn't reveal who we are in front of people hundreds of years ago, because we know that their mind would be very, very sort of rigid in their ideas. I mean, hundreds of years ago, women were just at home scrubbing the floors all day long, and men was at work all day long, and it was just white people. There were definitely, or if there was gay people, they were definitely completely unseen and unheard. So our minds they probably know that our minds would struggle with everything that they knew. Our minds would struggle to... I'm talking about people on the whole, I'm not talking about everyone. I'm sure some people would be able to understand it, but people on the whole would struggle with, because they would know a hell of a lot more than us. If they can travel beyond the speed of light, which they'd have to be able to do in order to get here, either that or they'd have to be immortal to get here. Because it would take, if you travelled less than the speed of light, it would take hundreds of years to get from different solar systems. So their technology must be way ahead of ours, and in the same sense that we couldn't openly reveal ourselves to people hundreds of years ago, they're probably waiting for us to evolve before they're going to reveal themselves to us. That is what my thoughts are anyway. Because if you look at all the different years, you can see that as years pass by, people become more and more evolved. For instance, even just 20, 30 years ago, it was even in the 90s it was difficult being gay. So 300 years ago, you'd have had no chance. You'd have been strung up on a stake and burnt alive, probably. So, and that's just a gay issue, never mind different minorities, different disabilities, different, So I think they're waiting for us to reach that point that we can handle. That we can handle that. But there is a lot of scientific evidence to say, what's going on in that kitchen? What's going on? These two fighting again? No,
Just take the key down there then.
taking Sapphire out in a minute. Until you know, haven't you? And then we go to Lowstones after that, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's usually in this LGR. Oh, you're fighting.
Right.
Right, stop fighting, you two. Okay,
Come on, in your cage.
okay. Peace, 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 peace. Love and blessings.